Alright guys, good afternoon everybody. My name is Kosidi. I'm going to try to be as succinct as possible. I know we're at the end of class. But I'm presenting a federal drug dealer, Kosidi. Now just stay with me, it's going to make sense later. So, Kosidi is the CEO and founder of Global Connects, which is a consulting agency. He connects small businesses to government consumers. So the federal government spends over $600 billion a year on different things, and he just helps connect small businesses to that money. So last year, he made over $2 million in contracts personally. So Hamza's path. Hamza's always been into arbitrage, which is like buying and selling. He actually didn't go to college, he got his GED. And like I said, he's always been into arbitrage, but one of his business partners and friends passed away, so one of his businesses failed, and he was telling me he went to Juma, which is the religious ceremony for Muslims, and he went to Juma and he was praying for a new business endeavor, and he met someone who was a family friend, and he owned a construction firm, and he operated on a position as a project manager at his construction firm. Now working at that construction firm, he worked for minimum wage, which was $7.25 an hour at the time, and he learned a lot of skills, like he learned how to bid contracts for the federal government, procure contracts, and just the whole process of government contracting. So after he did that for about 3 years, he started his own company, which was Global Connects, which he used the experience that he learned from getting the contracts with the federal government at the construction firm to do it for other small businesses. So he also owns Metro Global, which is where he finds his own contracts, and puts his own cut on top and makes a little money. So some contracts that he's done are Clayton County Public Schools. He provided them with toilet paper. So as you guys can see, first off, the government has money for all kinds of things, from child care to everything that goes on in the jail and public schools. So he provided different things, like the toilet paper, logistics, and one of his contracts that was known that's kind of local is he helped the demolition of the Clayton County Farmers Market. But now the part that y'all probably been waiting for, perishables. So his most lucrative business endeavor is perishables. So he sold Aleve and ibuprofen, like Pepto-Bismol, to the Clayton County Jail, as well as a jail in Texas. So yeah, he sold drugs to the federal government. But he likes perishables because he says perishables are real lucrative because after they're finished, the federal government needs to re-up. Well, they need to get some more. So they always invite him to get new contracts or renew his contracts. So struggles that he has, so he's kind of like a middleman. So he has to deal with subcontractors. So sometimes the contractors won't be timely, which could heavily affect stuff like construction, which would hinder opening a new building or something, and then conflicts of interest. So he gets a lot of his businesses from word of mouth and connections. So sometimes he might have a client that's like in the trucking industry, and while he's searching for contracts for that client, it might interfere with another client that he has that's also in the trucking industry, and there might be some sort of discrepancy. But he said you guys should follow him on Twitter, and if you guys have any businesses that you know that might be able to solicit to the federal government, let him know. But some advice that he gave is sometimes it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. So he was working at minimum wage job, and it took time, but he was learning, and after learning, he used those skills and translated it to his own business. So thank you guys for listening.